right, so what I'm gonna do is little experiment, and also kind of the reason why you should stop listening to ALS. So my Fearin and literally every other unit that I have on my team right now currently has damage skill tree. I checked this out before. I took it off damage, put it on crit. She performed worse than she did with damage. And not to mention, ALS tier list keeps saying, oh, well, DPS isn't everything. It is. It quite literally is. And because of that, in this video, I'm going to try and prove that you should stop listening to ALS and frankly just figure out what the best unit is from people's videos instead of listening to ALS. Because this is the third time where I have seen them say, like, hey, don't listen to people, listen to us, because this is an actual official tier list, when in reality it's kind of not. So it's kind of like, you know, and it's stupid. I know you might see Midas and glitched on my Yoshi. I admit I do play this game without recording it at times when the update's good, like the Halloween Part 2 update. It's pretty okay. It's alright. It's not too bad. Like the grind for Maru will literally just take you a day. Like it took me a whole day to get him, and that's good. Keep that up. Keep making it so it's a day. Just what I don't understand is why they keep trying to say like, oh hey, DPS isn't everything. Blah blah blah. Don't fucking use Arima. Arima is, yeah, he's a good boss killer, and yes, he does have that passive where he only does 5% damage to normal enemies, but that's not why he's good. He's good because he gets rid of the one problem that people have. Like, the problem isn't the normal enemies, it's the bosses. So, and as you are probably wondering, hey, why do you have your Fearin out of Bulma's range, Oshi's range, not Bulma? It's because I want to show you the pure DPS that she is doing. Now, she does have a habit. She does have Avatar. Keep that in mind. Actually, you know what? I'll do it with Lulu. I'll do it with Lulu from AA. To make it better, he does have a soul which gives him 11.5% damage. I probably should have taken off, but anyway, now he does have GS. We're gonna let him kind of build up, get to GS, and just kind of wait. But anyway, you should stop listening to ALS. ALS is probably going to be the reason why you can't do many stages. And if you ask me, don't listen to just anyone that the boss has hired, because of how shitty this thing is. 30% crit, 130% crit damage. Yeah, doesn't seem that bad. Well, doesn't seem that okay for crit. But he's not a crit build. He's a damage build. Like, literally every other unit in the game, except for maybe Arima and Death's Son. That's good anyway. And with Rimuru, it doesn't matter. You get 100% crit with him anyway. So it doesn't matter. But anyway, on placement with GS, here's his passives. You can read it. I'm not reading all of this. It's word salad. And literally just kind of a nothing burger. Basically, he summons against this. He does damage, and then more damage on top of that other damage. But anyway, on placement with Soul Strength, 100% GS, 11.7 mil damage every 40, fucking hell, I hate this. 11.7 mil damage every 3.24 seconds with 47 range, 32.8 mil damage every 3.24 seconds with 50.2 range, 71.9 mil damage every 3.24 seconds with 53.3 range, 148 mil every 3.24 seconds with 56.4 range, 250 mil every 59.6 fucking hell, 250 mil every 2.77 seconds with 59.6 range. 468 mil every 2.77 seconds with 62.7 range. 875 mil every 65.9 range. I'm going to kill myself. That's a joke, YouTube. It's 875 mil damage every 2.77 seconds with 65.9 range. 156 mil damage every 2.77 seconds with 69 range. Nice. 238 billion damage every 70 fucking I hate this game. 2.34 billion damage every 2.31 seconds with 72.1 range. Like, look at that. 1.01 billion DPS without Bulma and Oshi. Just him and his summons. This is not including summoning DPS, by the way. Probably should have mentioned that before I started doing the DPS shit. Here's his one passive. Well, here's his one ability. Here's the other ability. I don't think he gained any other ability. So, yeah. Now what we're going to do is go back to lobby. Once we get to lobby, change him to crit. This shit will at least be less than what it would be if you had like DPS, like damage. Obviously, I mean, it's crit tree. It's crit and range, which I don't know why you would want range ever. Now, unless the unit has like insanely shit range, understandable. But like, that's the only reason why I see you ever using this skill tree outside of like a crit build. So here. And again, I just don't really see a point in ever using this tree unless, again, it's like Death Sun and I think Arima who has something to do with crit. Like Death Sun, he does damage. I think like more damage with crit. I want to say one of the new units, which is Gogeta 4 and well, not Gogeta 4. Fucking Goku Super Saiyan 4 and Vegeta. I want to say that they're kind of a crit build, and they kind of are, I think, but they get super crit, which is literally just better crit. But I still don't really consider that to be like normal crit. I accidentally just placed down Fear. Oh well. Shouldn't be too long before my farms get maxed anyway, so it doesn't matter. But again, I just don't see a point in using crit and range. Unless that unit is, again, a crit build and has shitty range, then yeah, go for it. But there's still not really a point to put crit and range on everything. Like Rimuru, he has Perfect Seal, and he also has 100% crit when you get him like fully done. So there's just not even a point. I mean, anyway, as you see, he lost a decent bit of damage, but anyway, 10.6 million damage every 3.92 seconds with 56.3 range, 45% crit, and 252% crit damage. Upgrade 1, 29.8 mil every 3.92 seconds with 60 range, 65.4 mil every 3.92 seconds with 63.8 range, 135 mil every 3.92 seconds with 67.5 range, 227 mil damage every 3.36 seconds with 71.3 range, 426 million damage every 3.36 seconds with 75.1 range, 796 million damage every 3.36 seconds with 78.8 range, 1.42 billion damage every 3.3 sorry about that. 1.42 billion damage every 3.36 seconds with 82.6 range, 2.13 billion damage every 86.3 range with 2.8 SVA. Friendly reminder, he was at 1.01 billion. Now he's at 761. and literally all you get is 15% more crit and like 60% crit damage. There is no fucking reason to get this skill tree or to use it. Now, unless someone can prove me wrong somehow, then maybe. But again, and don't bring up the cost. Cost does not matter. All that matters is how much DPS this unit is doing. And no matter how many times they say, hey, DPS isn't everything, it quite literally is. It does not matter. DPS is everything. How much does Lulu cost? 1.53 million. Do not act like people are not running double farms with, hey, maybe a entrepreneur and efficiency on their Oshi. Like this build literally on both of these units. Don't act like they aren't doing that. They are. At this point, just give us a fucking godly Jinho. Like, at least make it worth it. At least make it worth so he's worth using. But still, it wouldn't matter anyway. Because they would have to make that farm really, really good. And not to mention the godly ability would also have to be really, really good. But again, it doesn't matter with crit, bro. Crit, I'm being honest, crit is kind of irrelevant unless that unit has a crit build. Like Heisu from Anime Crusaders. That build is probably what you want to put crit on. This unit right here, Lulu, fuck no. You don't want to put crit on him. You don't want to put crit on Furin. You don't want to put crit on fucking Gojo. You don't want to put crit on nothing. Unless that unit is that, Jesus Christ, you scared the shit out of me, Tina. Unless that unit is again fucking you probably will hear my cat purr because she's on my desk right now. Unless that unit is again Dead Sun or Arima, then I just don't see a point in ever using crit. Anyway, I'm done ranting. Before I somehow get bashed or no views on this video like my last one somehow, keep in mind that people play these games for fun, and frankly, I just put DPS on everything because at the end of the day, DPS matters. Like, oh hey, crit build, ooh. I'm sorry. Unless that unit has a crit build, there's not really too much of a reason to, you know, like make it a crit build, because again, it's a crit, like. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Goodbye. This video is too long.